In today's video for our Essential Elements books, we will be going over page 5, numbers 6 through 9. All right, before we get started, I want to talk to you a little bit about this theory section in your book. It's a yellow box. There's a few new terms, maybe new terms to you. The first one is clef. A clef indicates a set of note names. So if you are a violinist, you will be reading in treble clef. And that tells you that it's actually called the G clef. The little curly Q goes around the second line up, which is the G. So that's how you know what all the rest of the notes and the relationships to each other are. Other clefs are alto clef or bass clef. That's what the viola and the cello read in. The next thing in your theory box is time signature or meter. The time signature tells us how many beats are in each measure and what kind of note gets the beat. So, for example, here we have 4/4, which means there are 4 beats per measure. That's the top 4 means 4 beats per measure, and the bottom 4 means that the quarter note gets the beat. 4, quarter note gets a beat. So every quarter note in the measure is a beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. The last theory is double bar. The double bar indicates the end of the music. So if you see a double bar, you're going to stop. If there isn't a double bar, then you'll go on to the next line. All right, so we're going to start with number 6. We don't need our bows today. We are just going to be pitsing our strings. We're going to be starting on the D string and going between the D and the A. Remember, that's our third and second string, the 2 middle strings. Okay? Remember, follow along in your books. Don't just watch me. Try to memorize these notes. Follow along. 1, 2, ready, go. D, 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 rest. A, A, rest. D, D, A, D, 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 rest. And we know it's the end because there's a double bar. Right, number 7. 1, 2, ready, go. D, A, D, rest. A, D, A, rest. D, A, D, A, D, 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 rest. Good job. All right, so now we have another theory moment. There's something called a repeat sign, which is where we have the double bar, but there's also 2 dots. And this means that go back to the beginning and play the entire thing again. The other thing we want to talk about is counting. So when we count, our book wants us to count in eighth notes, and that's what 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The eighth note is just taking the quarter note and dividing it by 2. So we have 4 big beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the eighth note divides that in half, and we put an and in that as placeholder. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Just like that. So I'm actually going to do this piece, number 8, twice. The first time I'm going to do it with the note names, and the second time I'm going to do it with the counting. Both times we'll do the repeat. Note names first. 1, 2, ready, go. D, D, rest, rest. A, rest, rest. D, rest. A, rest. D, A, D, rest. D, D, rest, rest. A, rest, rest. D, rest. A, rest. D, A, D, rest. Hopefully you got that repeat in there. All right, now we're going to do it again. And this time, instead of saying the note names, we're going to say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're going to say that continuously, and then we'll play the notes through the beats as they happen, okay? 1 and 2 and ready and go, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 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 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right. Kind of tricky. You got to find a breath in there somewhere as you're saying 1 and 2 and continuously. All right, number 9. This is the last one. It's called an Essential Elements Quiz. It wants you to write in the counting before you play. We don't write in our books, but you can think about it. Think 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's a continuous pulse or beat that's happening while we play the music. All right, number 9. 1, 2, ready, go. D, rest, A, rest, A, D, rest, A, D, rest, rest, D, A, D, repeat, D, rest, A, rest, A, D, rest, A, D, rest, rest, D, A, D, rest. Great job. Happy practicing.